Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's go. Stormy is going to drive herself crazy trying to keep all these people in line. Her mother, her aunt, her staff. Look, those sisters will work it out, get some new staff, and you and Courtney move on and stop stressing about it. It'll be better. Let's keep going. Martell cannot keep Mel's name out of his mouth. He opened up his segment talking about Mel. He says he's going to therapy. I don't think he's going to therapy outside of the television show. And him with his brother saying that he is going to help him to do anything is a hoot for me. The reason Martell's mad at his mom for real is because he has put her in a bad situation. Marlene has to be something that she did not want to be. A full-time grandmother. Because Martell needs to help. And that's just that on that. Let's keep going. So the date night situation where Maurice and Kimmy are together, and I had posted about it earlier. The thing is, Maurice cannot handle Kimmy saying anything bad about Monster, but he wants Kimmy to tell Monster what to do. That makes no sense. Y'all do know, like, Tisha Marceau is always late for everything, and her first question is, what are y'all talking about? Because her insecurities feel like everyone is talking about her. We always talk about you being late. And P.S., she probably didn't even believe Kimmy when she said they were talking about Monster. This is just from her history. Let's keep going. Maurice felt a certain kind of way this episode because he was really called out and put on Front Street. And actually, if you've really been watching the show, you realize that everything Kimmy has said is the truth. Maurice does not spend any time with Monster. I can tell that. And you talking about dropping him off to school, picking him up, and in traffic is spending time with him, you, sir, are failing as a parent. I already knew that Kiowa was doing everything for Monster. And like Kimmy said, if you don't teach them, they will not know. The fact that Monster does not know how to wash his clothes is wild to me. But I'm sure Kimmy has fixed that. And that is something that Kiowa needs to understand. Now, Maurice did tell her, right? She babied him, but he's trying to make him a man. And like Kimmy said, he's not going to wake up and be the person you want him to be. Somebody's going to have to teach him something. Maurice, this is your child. Kimmy has raised hers. Now, Monster's grades are bad, and clearly it's like towards the end of the school year, and now he wants to put in the max effort. Good luck, sir. Get to work. Maurice does not like to hear the fact that he's a failure, and he is, and he needs to stop blaming Kimmy, and he needs to realize that he is not raising his son. I hope they go to therapy, and I hope it works out. It's your girl Millie Chan, and we can talk about this later. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. I watched Love and Marriage Detroit. Here's my review. Maybe this was hard for me to watch because Maurice was acting so ridiculous on Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I'm trying to adjust my attitude. So let's go. First off, I think all the couples are beautiful, right? So Kobe and Russell. Russell is going to try to become a pastor or become a pastor without talking it over with his wife. That sounds familiar. Russell clearly shares things with his wife that he probably should put a disclosure about, like, don't tell anybody else I told you this. And he seems to try to keep her in line. So, okay. Christina and Brandon, they've been married 11 years. They're beautiful. They have beautiful girls. It's definitely giving me Martell Hope vibes. He is a music producer, whatever. He works in the studio. He can't tell his wife when he has a new artist. He has to find the perfect time. That's strange. The segment where Christina called Brandon to see when he was coming home, and he had the real bad attitude, which made her ask him what was really going on because he had the new client in there that he hadn't told her about. Like, sir, that's so suspicious. Like, can we just have couples who are happy and healthy and just have regular problems like not putting the toilet seat down? The disrespect is palpable. Look like Christina needs to do what Mel told Tisha. Get a babysitter and roll on up to the studio and see what's really going on. Because this is not going to end well. Brandon doesn't have a lot of faith in his marriage. Brandon has definitely cheated. And I think Brandon should just be single and just co-parent and pay child support. Let's keep going. LaToya and Anthony. I like them. She's a doctor. But my whole problem is Anthony got a job in Atlanta working with Disney and Marvel, and she wouldn't move with her husband behind Disney and Marvel money? Like, was he an assistant, or was he really working with Disney and Marvel? Anthony also gives me vibes like he's trying to find his place in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like he's fighting for his masculinity. So when I saw Marceau going to be there for the male empowerment or whatever they're doing, I'm out. Looks like LaToya is going to have a successful wine, right? Unlike someone else. And it looks like Anthony quit his job to move back to Detroit because in fear of losing his wife. Sometimes a move is necessary. You know what I'm saying? And the previews gave me everything I needed. It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.